Today's Extra.
Hello and welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. I'm Jack Smith, joined by interim manager Eric Beattie for the Manager Show. Eric, what was your message to the team before these final 7 games of the year?
The message is just to be present in every day and to make sure that we're not thinking about the previous 30 games or what we're going to be doing next week or 10 days from now, or loading up their apartment to get ready for fall orientation at their schools, and just to make sure that we've got today to live and we need to choose to be great today. So that was the message.
You've been in this league as a player and as a coach for many years. What have you noticed players start to do when the season comes to an end?
Well, the first thing a lot of players start to do is just get excited to be home with their families, their friends, or girlfriends, or their teams back at home. But at the end of the day, man, we're here living life, and we're in Cape Cod, and we're playing baseball every day with some friends here. So choosing to be great and to have joy wherever it is we're at is a daily choice. And challenging these guys and letting them know that they can choose that route, even though they're so close to being home, is kind of the message this time of year.
You have a couple days off in a row. How do you keep the guys locked into baseball?
Yeah, again, just we're all here, and we've put in a lot of sacrifice together, and we're 35 games in to a 40-game schedule. So a lot of these guys have developed friendships and relationships that they're going to have forever for the rest of their life. And at the end of the day, man, these kids love baseball, and that's one of the reasons I talked about a couple days ago. And even when we give up 6 runs in the first inning, they're still in the dugout loving baseball and loving their teammates and trying to play hard. So just reminding them that we're here, and the season isn't over yet, and we can choose to give it everything we have, even for these last 5 to 10 games.
A game against Wylie, you guys give up 6 in the first and couldn't quite complete the full comeback. What was your biggest takeaway from that game? Yeah,
again, they experienced a lot of adversity in that first inning, and to keep playing hard, and we saw great base running, we saw great at-bats, we saw great relief pitching performances, and really deeper than that, we saw a bunch of great personalities in the dugout. So a lot of great takeaways this time of year, to go down by that much and still be in the ball game and be in contention to win. I mean, we had the winning run on second base in the last inning. So again, very proud of those guys for that performance.
One personality that you guys have had since day one but has left now is Iva Arquette. What did he give this team this summer?
Well, he's a phenomenal player, for one, but for two, he's consistent. He comes to the field every day, and you know exactly what you're going to get. I couldn't tell you when he had his best day here on Cape or when he had his worst day. So consistency is a big deal, and he was just a super consistent player. Even whenever he didn't perform in a certain situation, he just came back to the dugout, he kept it all in and kept his composure and went back and played phenomenal defense. So I would say what I saw most out of Iva, outside of his great play, is just the consistent person that he was day in, day out.
How do you replace his presence in production?
You can't replace Iva. You can't replace it, but I mean, I'm proud to say we got other great infielders too that Lodis is going to step in and be our full-time shortstop here for these next 5 games or 6 games. So he's another great player that I know that is going to go out there and perform great and keep us in and give us a chance to win every night.
I'm Jack Smith here with interim manager Eric Beattie on the Manager Show. Eric, you give the ball back to Garrett Helsel today for his second start. What do you hope that he can do?
I hope he induces the same amount of swing and miss that he did last week. I thought his fastball command could have been better than it was last week. So obviously last outing was very good, with room for improvement, with better fastball command. So that's what we've talked about and kind of worked on this past week, is really working on that fastball command, locating it in, out, and up. So if he does that, I think a good outing from last week could turn into a great outing today.
What'll be your early tell from the dugout as to whether he's made that improvement or not?
Well, I mean, the hitters tell you a lot about how a pitcher is that night. Their swings tell you a lot, but you can see how the fastball command is, and I know that Garrett's a competitive dude, and no matter what, I think even if his stuff isn't there, similar to how it was last week, his fastball command wasn't there, and you saw the results were very good. So he's a competitive kid with a good arm, and I like what I think we're going to get out of him tonight.
Helsel gets the ball back as Chatham returns to White House Field to take on the Harwich Mariners. Coach, thank you for the time.
You're welcome.